Okay, good morning, everybody. Here we go with Mr. Science. Viral lockdown, flight. So we're looking at flying today. We're going to make some things that fly. I've got my friend. Wow, I just love to fly all over the place. Mr. Einstein. Hi, everybody. What's going on? Hope you guys are all locked down and washing all your feathers all the time. Yes, because we got to be nice and good to each other and be safe. Thanks. Okay, see you. I'm going to fly away. Bye. All right. Here we go. All right. So one of the things about, I'll just start with flying. Okay. It's like an airplane. And we're looking at the forces. So there's physics involved here. I'm going to show you some of my toys. I've got a drone that works on these kind of principles. So there's lift, goes up, weight goes down. Drag is like slows you down, and thrust makes you go forward. So the main difference of what we're looking at is things that fly, and there's things that glide. And one of the main principles is there's a guy named Bernoulli, and I'll show you. I'm just going to do a little demo of these. Okay, you probably won't be able to hear me with this, but again, I just want to say thank you guys for coming, and hopefully you guys are staying locked down, and I know I am. It's getting a little bit, kind of, what do I do with myself, kind of. So I've been playing a lot with my toys, finding those toys I haven't played with for a while, and one of these is my hair dryer. So that's just the split there, the new way. I'm trying to put another one on. Ooh. Yeah. So that here we go for another one. Okay. There's two. Move back a little bit. All right, another one. I'm gonna amp it up. All right, and then you go again. Makes it fly higher. Okay, so I'll just show you that. What happens there, if you're looking at, this is just a little diagram of that hair dryer and the ping pong ball. So the air kind of, the force of the air is pushing it up. So it's the same thing as like it's cupping, the air is going like this. So it's holding it in one place. One's pushing it up and the other is gravity is pushing it down. Okay, and this is the same kind of thing that works with a wing. All right, so that's the same. The air is coming with it, and it goes faster as it goes over the top, and then slower as at bottom. Slower moving air in the bottom, and then that creates lift, which is the airplane wing. All right, so now I'm gonna fly this. What I've got is my drone. All right, this little baby. All right, so this is flying. I've just got a little mini one that I use at home, and it runs off an app that I use on my phone. All right, so I'm just going to show you how this works. First thing you have to do is connect it to the Wi-Fi. Look for it, turn it on. There we go. And if this goes well, we can do flips and stuff. It's quite good. So if you have any of these little toys at home, all right, here we go. I'm gonna get this going. Just take off. I'll try and fly over to you guys. All right, we'll do the flip first. Flip. All right, you ready for the flip? Here we go. Woo! All right, now we try to flip the other way. And I'm going to fly it over. Oh my gosh, it's up. We go this way. Oh no, out of frame. Ah! over towards you guys. There we go. Let's spin it around. I'm going to please do this. There it is. We're going to get a little closer. What I'm going to do now, I'll do the hand landing. So that's a little bit fun. I've been playing with that around. And there's quite a lot of science that goes on with the drone. Okay, so they also call it the quadcopter. So if you see the CW and the CCW, the opposite ones go clockwise and diagonally, and the ones next to each other go counterclockwise. So that's how it balances, basically. All right. I'm going to show you something that's you guys love this, and it's something you can do at home, but it is dangerous. Okay, this is pretty dangerous, and a lot of my stuff got blown around from the drone. But we look at paper airplanes. So paper airplanes aren't technically flying. So when we look at flying in the scientific usually is self-propelled. That means it's got some kind of motion that it generates itself, like a bird has wings and flies, and an airplane has engines. So technically, I mean, when you look at like just a paper airplane, you guys can play with paper airplanes. You can make these. It's gliding, yeah. So there's a difference between gliding and actually flying. All right, so this is the one. I'll show you a finished one. So what I do is I put a little sticker on them, just to keep that stable. And then when you put what I do is put a little hole in here, right kind of toward the front. All right, and then you can use anything to make a hole. And then you put this rubber band in there. This gives it its own little propulsion. So you one loop in, one loop through. Then you put the loop through the loop. All right, and that makes a little, this is a shooter. Okay. So you don't want to shoot this at people. You don't want to shoot it at dogs or the cats or anything like that. Okay. So this, when you go like that, it goes, and it like fires like crazy. Okay. So that one, they can go really, really far. Here, I'll shoot you again. I'll shoot one over here. So basically, this goes, shoot it. All right. Those are fun. Okay. So those are something you can experiment with, something you can make at home. And so we've done the drone and we've done the paper airplane. And now I'm going to show you this. This is my favorite little toy if you've got this stuff at home, is a balloon. So I need my ace assistant to come over. If I can find the stuff. Ace assistant, are you there? Ben, come over here. He has earphones on, playing some video game. This is a spin, by the way. Could you get that balloon under there? Okay, I'll just show you how to do this. All right, so you're gonna hold that up here. All right, you hold the vivid. So you need a vivid and a balloon. Okay, so take the top off. What we're gonna do, that way. So right in the center of the balloon. All right, can you hold it so you can see the line? Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm drawing a line in the middle of the balloon. Okay, so that's one in the middle. Now you go towards the where the end is. So we're doing this, we're cutting it into quarters. Okay. Try and get it as straight as you can. You need a buddy for this. So we're going right through the middle there, and then we're going to try and go through the middle at the top. So this is a balloon helicopter. Also, again, you need the hairdryer for this. All right, thank you. That was my ace assistant. So this is the balloon. We hold it straight up and down, and I usually make little marks, so I know which way to go. When we're going to stick a little bit of tape on there. All right. This is just a little toy you can make around the house. And then, all right, in the frame. I'm going to take tape. What's tape? All right, I'm making little fins. So this is going to create the lift. So what I do is fold that. So it's like a little T. All right, and then I stick that at an angle onto there. Okay. Okay, and so you can see that on there, and it's not up and down, and it's not sideways. It's at about a 45-degree angle. Right, there you go. And then once this is the final, once you do that 4 times, you get. There's a blue one around too. No, that one. And then you tape a cup on the bottom. I was wondering if you could find that. There's another blue one around if you could find that, please. Right, so I'm gonna hit it with and it creates like a balloon helicopter flying. Right, and then you can actually move it around and do stuff with it. Oh, I'm gonna try and land it on in this jar over here. Landing it. Oh, real cookie. Woo! Right, so that's our little fun for the day. I'll show you guys. This is just something, and you can actually get 2 or 3 going at the same time and flying around your house. Okay. All right. So thanks for that. So we did 3 different things. We looked at the drone. Oh, the Bernoulli effect. I'll show you that wing again. Let's say the wing was that one. So that's the same concept with the ping pong ball. Oh yeah, the ping pong ball and the dryer. You can try that at home if you got a hair dryer. And oops. And the other one was if you guys want to make some of these paper airplanes and show me tomorrow, you can bring them and show me. And then you can put a little rubber band on there and see to actually just go, wow, they shoot off. And the other thing you can make is the balloon helicopter. All right. So any questions? How are you guys doing? Anything you want to say or any questions you have about science or anything you've been doing you want to tell me about or anything like that? I'm going to look at the chat. What's going on with the chat? You guys are quite chatty today. Charles, I like cheese. Somebody really likes cheese. How does the balloon fly? Well, that's a really good question. I'm going to close that. So what happens is it wants to, gravity is holding it down. But as you blow the air on it, this thing, if it was straight horizontally or it was vertically, it wouldn't work. So what this does, that little bit right there, I'm going to try and kind of clear. The air hits it and pushes up. It pushes it up and then goes down again, and then, it pushes it up and sideways. So every time it hits this, it goes up a little bit, and every time it stops, spins around, it goes down. So it kind of hovers. That's why that works. What you do, if you can make one, oh yeah, and I forgot to say, you tape on the cup. The cup is pretty important, so you can use different kinds of cups on the bottom. It's kind of experimenting. So I used that one first, and it wasn't heavy enough, so it kind of flew away. So if you use a heavier cup, it kind of sits down a little bit, and also the power of your hair dryer will make a difference. Sometimes, like I had a really, really powerful one, and it just blew the whole thing away and didn't work at all. And then the drone is also fun too. So you got to be a little bit careful with these if you have one inside or outside. So we've got a little camera on it. Any other questions? I'm gonna just check the chat. Anybody more? Do you guys want to talk some more? Are you actually saying potato Minecraft? Well, actually, I'm gonna go now because there's some of those things aren't that nice, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna say goodbye, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day and stay safe and have a good lockdown. See you tomorrow. Bye.